Hello, friends. What if the universe began with a song? As the canoe glides forward, the river seems to hum, not just with the wind or the splash of oars, but with something older, something almost lyrical. Long before temples, before empires, before written scripts, there were words, chanted, sung, whispered into the firelight. Words that tried to explain thunder, justice, love, and death. Welcome to the world of the Rigveda. Composed over 3,000 years ago, the Rigveda is the oldest known Sanskrit text, and possibly the oldest religious text still in use today. But don't let the word religious fool you. This wasn't just about gods. This was the Vedic people trying to understand everything. Picture a wandering poet-priest in the dawn mist, sitting by a sacred fire, composing a hymn not with a pen, but with memory and breath. He sings of rain and war, dawn and death. He sings of cows. A lot of cows. Seriously, cows were a big deal. The Rigveda contains 1,028 hymns divided into 10 books or mandalas, composed over centuries. Some are philosophical, some are mythical, some are practical. There's even one where two frogs croak to celebrate the return of the monsoon. Yes, frog poetry made the cut. But at the heart of the Rigveda lies a single pursuit: order. The early Vedic world was unpredictable. Floods, famines, rival tribes. The hymns tried to make sense of this chaos by weaving it into a cosmic pattern. Ruta, the natural order of things. When the fire is kindled right, when the mantra is pure, when humans do their duty, then the world spins as it should. And how do they keep that order spinning? With the help of gods, of course. The Rigveda introduces a colorful, dramatic, and sometimes confusing pantheon. Indra, the thunder-wielding warrior. Agni, the fire god and messenger between worlds. Varuna, the moral overseer with 1,000 eyes. They're praised, petitioned, even teased. The hymns don't treat the gods as distant icons. They're characters, sometimes even rivals. But the real power, strangely enough, lies in the word itself. The hymns speak of Vak, or divine speech, believed to create, sustain, and destroy worlds. To chant correctly was to touch the divine. A single mispronounced syllable could ruin everything. No pressure. Fun fact, one hymn, the Nasadiya Sukta, dares to ask how the universe began and ends by saying, maybe even the gods don't know. That's right, ancient India had cosmic agnosticism built in. And while many of the hymns were ritualistic, some were tender. There are praises for the dawn called Ushas, who arrives each morning like a radiant woman lighting up the sky. Others honor the rivers, some mourn the dead. These weren't just spells, they were emotions, layered with metaphor and memory. Also, they probably weren't performed in whispering solemnity. Vedic rituals were loud, musical, and often team events. Think more sacred jam session, less library silence. And yes, some of the priests probably had a little too much soma. By the way, soma, it was both a god and a drink. Yes, the only religion where your sacred ritual might involve drinking a mystery beverage that made you feel like lightning and poetry were exploding in your brain. As the sun begins to dip over the trees, I can almost hear the echo of a hymn. Agni, come with all your faces, light our path, carry our song. Next time, we'll meet the faces behind those hymns, gods who wield thunder, guard morality, and ride flaming chariots across the sky.